Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. All right, let's get started.
Order filled. Order cancelled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order submitted. Order cancelled.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a quick top-down analysis of what I'm looking at in price. Right now, I'm just trying to fix this system I have on NinjaTrader because for some reason when I take when price hits my take profit, it kind of like adds in another position, which is weird. So I need to fix this. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick top-down analysis, so let's get started. So monthly time frame. So monthly time frame, we are below the monthly open. So we have about like 2 days left until this monthly candle closes. Weekly time frame, we have came back inside the range of this weekly accumulation. Daily time frame, as of now on the daily, we have this daily gap above us. We haven't swept neither previous daily high or previous daily low yet, but we did have our open and came down to discount and then came up to premium. So we're kind of like in this in between equilibrium of this range as of now. 4 hour time frame, we have this 4 hour gap that I'm paying attention to and looking at. So what I want to see out of this 4 hour gap is to whether see if price wants to respect it or disrespect it and continue going lower. So if this 4 hour gap gets respected, I would like to see continuation to the upside, taking a high day and then previous daily high. If we don't respect this 4 hour gap, however, I would like to see continuation lower, following the higher time frame trend and taking out previous daily low. Now we're going to go over the hourly time frame. So hourly time frame, I drew out premium discount and our OTE zone. You can see price had this expansion. Now we had this retracement back up to around OTE. We were trading below the midnight open. Then we swept Asia lows. ES, on the other hand, hasn't swept those Asia lows yet, while NQ has. So we do have some sort of S&T at the lows. We do have this hourly gap as well. $15-minute time frame. We have the 9:30 15-minute candle. Now we have the 9:45. We have this 15-minute gap above us as well. So the 1 minute, I'm gonna keep this one here and then just mark out this one instead, this hourly gap. Like that. So I'm going to mark out this hourly gap. So from this hourly gap, we already had S&Ts at the lows. We already had some sort of sweep of the sell side. So the swing point low that we made with inside this hourly gap. Clear S&Ts at the lows as well. So right now I like this for price.
Order filled.
we're retesting this OB now.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled.
All right, so we have tapped into this hourly gap here. We have created this swing point low inside this hourly gap. We have swept that swing point low. So we had that short-term liquidity rate. Then we had these SMTs at these lows. And then we have a change in the state of delivery. See how we're reacting from this order block. And we have these equal highs above as well. We do have this 15-minute gap above us here. So I don't want to see a change to delivery from these two up close candles. So we have tapped that 15-minute gap. We do get a body closure below these two consecutive up close candles. So this last one right here, then my buys will probably just flip from here. So I want to see a closure above this gap. We have about 25 seconds into the 5-minute close.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
You have a 950 to 1010 macro here.
Order canceled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order filled.
All right, what have we done? We have came back to change delivery. Now we have done. Still in this 5 and 15 minute here. Mark this 15 minute out here. Caps up that high. All right, I'm gonna go over the 4 hour again. So 4 hour, we tap into this 4 hour imbalance. We had the 10 a.m. open, come down. To extend this 4 hour imbalance out. We retested that imbalance.
Order filled.
We have this 10 a.m. candle open above this 15-minute SIPI. So we opened up above the midpoint of this one. We do have SMTs at the highs.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Stop filled.
Why does my system on my trading view or my Ninja Trader is so complicated? I have to fix this. Because whenever I put a position on, it doesn't really like automatically put my stop loss at 20 points. Because I'm testing out my system right now on Ninja Trader through my demo account. And I'm putting orders on, but I need to get this fixed soon though. This is let's see what happened. So this is the 4 hour time frame. 10 a.m. close above the 4 hour BISI. I'm gonna draw out the hourly gap here. 10 a.m. opened. We also retapped this hourly BISI. We are above the midnight and monthly opening price. 15-minute time frame. We closed above this 15-minute imbalance. 5-minute time frame. Yeah, these three previous 5-minute candles are ugly. You see the wicks though. The wicks definitely did a lot of damage. As you can see how we just traded 3 times back down into this 5-minute order block. And then we respected it with the body closures above. Even the CE of this 15-minute gap. I do want to see continuation going higher because we do have our daily SIBI above. So on the daily time frame, we do have that daily gap above us. And at the same time, we are coming away from this 4 hour gap. So I do expect some kind of continuation to the upside. As far as any bearish shines will probably just be us retracing to OTE and then coming back below midnight opening with body closures below. And that could be either a consolidation type of day or just a reversal. But for now, I am still bullish for the day. So we took previous 4 hour high. So the 6 a.m. high, we just took that high. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute time frame here because we do have this 15-minute gap above us as well. So I'm gonna mark that out. So this one. So we have this 15-minute gap here. So if we do want to continue pushing higher, we need a 1 minute closure above. So we had this accumulation above, then we had this manipulation down. 930 drew this into Asia lows. So we swept the Asia lows, we had SMT. We also retraced into this hourly gap on the hourly time frame. So I'm gonna pull that out. So we had this hourly gap nested inside this 4-hour imbalance. So we tapped the hourly gap. We created a swing point low. We ran that swing point low. We came back above. We had a change state delivery. And we also had those SMTs at the lows. And we just kept pushing higher. So honestly, these highs were definitely more of the cleaner target just because we had this 4-hour imbalance daily fair value gap above. But in terms of price delivery, it was pretty choppy to get up here because we had these wicks and it was just very, very choppy on this macro, especially in 950 to 1010 macro. I mean, drawing liquidity and target, very obvious, but in terms of delivery there, it wasn't so obvious. It was just pretty bad. But yeah, we took out the previous 4-hour high. So I'm gonna see if we reprice into this 15-minute imbalance above. Let's see if this works now. So if I do a buy market on my demo account, does it put my stop loss at 20 points?
Order filled.
Okay, so it puts my stop loss at 20 points and puts my target at basically like a 3R.
Order filled.
Now, what if I do this one?
Order filled.
So it gives me a 20-point stop loss with a partial or a profit target and then a runner. Okay, that's pretty neat.
Order filled.
All right, so I'm looking at this 15-minute imbalance above, seeing if we can get a 1-minute candle closure above this 15-minute imbalance. We do somehow start retracing lower. For example, if we get a 5-minute candle closure below these consecutive up close candles, then my bias will probably just flip because we are still in OTE of our hourly range. So from the swing point high to the swing point low, we are in OTE over range. So this is where I'm gonna pay attention to. So we have tapped our 15 here. I want to see if we can get a 1 minute or 5 minute candle closure above this 15. If we do, then I would like to see continuation going higher to at least previous daily high. We are about like 100 points away from previous daily high, so 0.4% move up. Notice how on the hourly time frame, we were just completely respecting this hourly fair value gap. So if I draw out the midpoint of this fair value gap, you can see how we had no body closures below the midpoint, neither the PD array. So we were just wicking it into it. So wick, 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 wick. And then you can see the body closures, how we were respecting it just by the bodies closing above the hourly imbalance. So this is a very perfect example of how wicks do the damage and bodies tell a story. So we're just closing above these. And we never really had an hourly close below the midnight open as well. So in my pre-market game plan this morning, let me see if I can take a screenshot and just put it on here. So this was my pre-market game plan this morning. So I was bullish, no news. Draw was previously high. Our POI was 4-hour, narrative internal, external. So we had two scenarios today, right? We're looking to see if our 4-hour, which is this one right here on the top left, can offer value to this high above and potentially previously high, right? Because previously high aligns with our daily imbalance. So if we go to the daily time frame, we have a daily SIBI above, which aligns with previously high. So it was either going to be external, so this high here, the 6 a.m. high, so high of day, and this high will be up here. So I was bullish today, but at the same time, if we didn't get that candle closure above with 10 a.m. above this 4-hour imbalance and we had it below, then obviously I was going to flip and be bearish and look for previous daily low. So if we had this 10 a.m. body closure below this 4-hour imbalance, I would be bearish. So I'm just trying to apply a very, very neutral systematic approach to looking at price. If we do this, then I'll look for this. If we do this instead, I'll look for that. So I try to keep it very simple every single morning, just looking for a target. And if we aligned with what I'm looking for, then I'll look for that target. Pretty much everything I do every single morning. So yeah, we tapped in this hourly imbalance. So on the hourly imbalance, what I want to see, I want to see a short-term liquidity rate, which is the one that we got right here. So this short-term low or this swing low down here that we stung into the hourly imbalance. We had that liquidity rate. We had the SMTs of the lows. We had the changes to delivery. So what's next? Next is just looking for the high that we are looking for. So if our hourly imbalance is down here, we're looking for the high above here, or the high above here at 6 a.m. We delivered. We closed above this 15 imbalance. So from here, I would like to see continuation going higher. Also, if we look at this 15-minute imbalance on the 15-minute time frame, we had the 10 a.m. close above the consequent encroachment of this 15-minute imbalance. So that gave it a higher probability. And you can see how we wicked all the way down at 10 a.m. But we didn't close below this imbalance, the monthly or the midnight. We stayed above with the closure above. So this wick down manipulation was like practically like 40 points, but we never closed below. We just kept closing above. So we also had this 5-minute imbalance. You can see how the bodies were closing pretty much above the consequent encroachment as well. So another good example of wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. And we were respecting this 5-minute order block as well pretty nicely. But yeah, if I were to be bearish, I would want at least this 5-minute candle closure below. So this candle closure here. So if price does do this, then retest, then I would like to see continuation going lower. But as of now, I'm still going to remain bullish, not until price tells me otherwise. I'm probably going to have to wrap up the stream pretty soon, in like 5 or 10 minutes, because I do have a dentist appointment. So this is going to be a very short stream today. So let's look at 15 here. So we have about 5 minutes into the 15-minute candle closures below. We tapped into that 15-minute imbalance. We swept this high above. Then we had a change to delivery with this candle here. So when we tap into a 15-minute imbalance or any 15-minute PD array, we look for a short-term liquidity rate. So this swing point high here made inside this 15-minute imbalance. You can see how we ran this swing point high. We then came down, closed below the last up close candle. So these consecutive 2 up close candles, this last one. Closed below. And let's see if we had SMTs at the highs as well. Not necessarily any SMTs at the highs, maybe on the 15. Let's see. Where's my thing? Okay. So we took this high out over here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So ES took out previous daily high. Am I correct or am I wrong? Let me see. Yes. So ES pretty much already took previous daily high, and ES pretty much already stung into this daily imbalance. So if we go back down to our 15-minute time frame, we do have SMTs at the highs. So I'm gonna mark those SMTs up here. So let's mark them out. So NQ didn't really take previous daily high, but ES did. So ES was the stronger one here in this scenario. So I'll mark out the SMTs. We stung into this 15-minute imbalance at OTE. So now what I'm going to be paying attention to on the 1 minute is seeing if price wants to hold and look for lower prices. Because we had SMTs at the highs. We did have the short-term liquidity rate. We did have the CISD. So we're going to see if price wants to look for lower prices here. Because ES already filled the daily imbalance above. So I'm not saying we're bearish, but if we do have SMTs at the highs, then our daily imbalance above could be left as a breakaway. Let's see. Let's see if we come back above. If we do come back above, then probably continue grinding higher. But if we do stay below this range, then we'll probably see lower prices then. But yeah, if I were to be short, then my entry would be the candle closure below the change state delivery. So definitely this candle here. Stop at the high would be like 24 points. Target the lows. Maybe have partials around equilibrium of swing high, swing low. But the trade would definitely look something like this. So yeah, we're returning. Also gonna put just one candle. But yeah, we tapped the 15-minute imbalance, short-term liquidity rate, change to delivery, SMTs to the highs. So now we're seeing if we get that continuation going lower, mostly because ES already filled that daily imbalance above on the top left. So you can see how ES already stung into that daily SIBI, but NQ hasn't. So we could have this as a breakaway and continue going for previous data low. If not, then we're probably just going to grind up back above again, but that's only if we get back above the 15 again. So I'm going to tape read this. We're going to see if we get to these lows down here. So these are the lows that I'm looking for if we're bearish. Validation level of us taking out these lows would be a candle closure back inside the 15. But as of now, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna draw my deviations out. So the swing point low, the swing point here. Yeah, I don't like how NQ didn't want to run the previous daily high, but ES already did. So those major S&Ps at the highs is really what's making me favor not being bullish at the moment. Also because on the hourly, we have already traded into our OTE area. Let's see. So remember, my validation level for being bearish is a candle closure above the 15 again. So I'm gonna draw my premium discount to of this range. So swing high, swing low, premium discount. So we have retraced back down to equilibrium discount of this range. So I don't want to see us return back to the 15. Otherwise, we're just gonna see continuation going higher. So don't want to see this, because if we do retrace down to discount and then start getting candle closures above, then we're obviously going to continue going higher. But if we do retrace to discount, retrace back up to premium, and then continue going lower, then that's ideal too. Let's see. Gonna be here on the stream for another 5 minutes because my dentist appointment is like pretty soon. So we're trading back above to premium. We do have this small little fair value gap at premium. I'm going to be paying attention to this 1 minute close. pulled these deviations out from the swing point high to the swing point low. I didn't pull them out from the swing high to the swing low down here, because if I did pull it out like this, then what I'm doing is anticipating a continuation going higher. So price seeks discount, taps -2, -2.5, inversion, and then look for longs. But if I'm looking for shorts, or I'm looking for a continuation going lower, then I'm going to pull the next swing low. So the next swing low in this case scenario is this one. Because if I'm pulling this swing low, what I'm anticipating is an expansion. So this is why I pulled these deviations instead. So if I was bullish, I would have pulled it from the swing low. But since I'm bearish, I'm pulling it from the next one. So -2, -2.5 aligns with this sell side down here, which is basically a low of day. But like I said, if we do start getting those candle closures above this 1 minute SIBI, then we're likely just going to reprice the discount and continue going higher. But if we do get that candle closure below, preferably this up close candle, then we're probably just going to go down just and look for sell side down here. So discount, premium, back down to sell side. That's what I'm looking. I didn't notice ES how strong it was today. I didn't notice how ES already took this high out until we started coming back down. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, we have major SMTs at these highs on the 4-hour daily. Hourly time frame, we already retraced to OTE. We already tapped this 15-minute imbalance at OTE. So honestly, this 15-minute imbalance at around OTE at premium is a very good for rally gap. So if you were to enter at this change to delivery closure here, you would have put your stop loss at this high. Could have already taken partials maybe at around equilibrium of this range. And this trade would have gotten you around like 67 points. So 15-minute rally gap at premium, OTE range of our hourly time frame, daily SMTs at the highs. Wait for the change to delivery, liquidity rate, SMT. Enter shorts, target equilibrium of the range, and hold runners to the lows. Definitely would have gotten you a good amount of points. I like the setup. Very good. As far as longs, I like longs as 2 in the morning. They were pretty good, but delivery there wasn't very well. I mean, we had this major retracement down to our rejection block. Didn't take out the old low just because we had those S&Ts at the lows, so they were very protected. But rejection block, rejection, and we had this accumulation around our macro. Eventually delivered after the macro ended. And then we had this retracement back down. See, this displacement being shown is why I don't want to see if I'm bearish. So returning back to the 15, this is where my invalidation level will be in, so I won't be bearish anymore. Because price has retraced back into our 15. So if we get that candle closure in 10 seconds, then I'll definitely stop being bearish now. So I'm gonna mark this out. This is the one. Oh man, my dentist appointment is very soon. All right, I'm gonna be here for 2 minutes and then I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm in the live stream now, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow on Thursday morning. What do we have tomorrow? Let me take a look real quick. Okay, we have news tomorrow, yeah. All right. Catch you guys tomorrow. Be safe, guys. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't do dumb stuff. Yeah, take care, guys. Be safe. Peace out.